So as we know the basics of 45, 45, 90 and 30, 60, 90 triangle, we are ready to solve the problems on heights and distance. Okay, so let's take this problem which came in CAT 2003. Okay, let's understand this. A car is being driven in a straight line at a uniform speed towards the base of a vertical tower. Okay, so there is a tower here. Let's take this as a tower. Okay, and a car is being driven here, which is going to the base of the tower. So if I take this as a tower and I take this as a car, this car is going towards the tower. Okay, this is going at a uniform speed, so there is no acceleration here. See, that's why CAT is so simple. There is no acceleration, it will go at a uniform speed. It becomes so easy to solve the problem. Okay, unlike what we used to do in school, there is acceleration and how the problem would change. Okay, anyways, let's see this. So a car is driven in a straight line at a uniform speed towards the base of a vertical tower. The top of the tower is observed from the car, and in the process it takes 10 minutes for the angle of elevation to change from 45 to 60. So what is happening now? See, the car is here. If the car is here, the angle of elevation, so someone who is observing the top of the tower from the car is able to see this angle of elevation is equals to 60 degree. So if I draw a line here by saying that this is the base of the tower, let's take it here. So this is being observed from here. If I say that this is the base of the tower, which is this, okay, someone is observing the top of the tower from the car can see the angle of elevation. Elevation means going from looking from the bottom and elevating it to see at the top. Okay, this is the angle of elevation, seeing at the top. So like this. So it is able to see this at an angle of 45 degree. So 45 degree is the angle of elevation. So I would say, let's say this is the height of the tower. Okay, that's how I draw it. Now what? In the process, it takes 10 minutes for the angle of elevation to change from 45 degree to 60 degree. Okay, now what is happening? The car is again moving. Okay, so let me take one more car here, which would be this. So this car only, it has moved here. So imagine this car only, it has moved here. Now the angle of elevation is what? Now if you can see from the tower, the angle of elevation would change to 60 degree. This is how it will happen. Okay, so if you check it from here now, this is how it was. The car has moved from here to here, and in that the angle of elevation has changed from 45 to 60 degrees. So this angle is 60 degree. What is being given now? In the process, it takes 10 minutes for the angle of elevation to change from this to this. So what is the time? What is the time that is being taken by the car to travel from here to here? Okay, what is this time? This time is given to me as 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, the car reaches from this point to this point. Okay, now what is being asked? After how much more time will this car reach the base of the tower? So what is the time required by the car to reach from this point? So if I say this is point A or this is point B, from point B to point C, and point C is the base of the tower. So what is the time required by the car to travel this much of distance? Right? That is what you're supposed to find it out. So as you can clearly see it here, it's a 45, 45, 90 triangle and 30, 60, 90 triangle. Okay, where do you see 45, 45, 90? Let me just put it clearly here. Where do you see a 45, 45, 90? Let's check it here. Okay, this is your 45, 45, 90. If I paint it rightly and put a color into it, let's see. This is your 45, 45, 90. This entire triangle. How do you know that? Because this is 45 and this is the elevation. So this is the top of the tower. This has to be 90. And then this has to be 45. So it is a 45, 45, 90 triangle. What do you know about 45, 45, 90 triangle? The ratio of their side is 1 is to 1 is to root 2. Okay, so what is 1? The two sides that are 45 are 1. So this would be root 2. This would be root 2, this entire side. Okay, and then this would be 1. This entire side would be equal to 1. Okay, and so would this entire side be equal to 1. That's what I know about it. Right? So I put it in that way. 1 is to root 2. But I can also see a 30, 60, 90 triangle. Where do I see? This green one. This green one is a 30, 60, 90 triangle. How do you know that? Because I know that this angle is 60. This was given to me in the problem. This angle is 90. The tower is standing perpendicular to the ground. Okay, that is something that we already know it. So this angle would be equal to 30. So this green one becomes a 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. What do I know about the ratio of the side? The ratio of the side is 1 is to 2 is to root 3. Okay, so what is opposite to 90? Opposite to 90 is 2. So I know that this side, so I'm writing it in red so that you understand. Red is about 30, 60, 90. So this side is 2. Side opposite to 90. Okay, then what is the side opposite to 30 now? I know that that is equal to 1. So this side is equals to 1. So let me put it in red only so that there is no confusion. This side is 1. Okay, and what is the side opposite to 60? And that is equal to root 3. Okay, so I had put the earlier one in the red. Let's put this as black. The earlier one was 45, 45, 90. Okay, so this was 1 and this was also 1. Now this comes in red. So I know that side opposite to 60 is what? This one. That is equal to root 3. So see, this solves my problem completely. The height of the tower is root 3 according to 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. According to 45, 45, 90, it is 1, but there's a ratio, which means what? I know the sides of 45, 45, 90 is 1 is to 1 is to root 2, but that is a ratio. Now this 1 is equals to root 3, which means that the number you have multiplied this is root 3, right? Because 30, 60, 90 degree triangle tells me that the height of the tower is root 3. Okay, which means you have multiplied this by root 3. So what are the three sides now? Root 3 is to root 3, multiplying the entire thing by root 3, then root 6. 3 into 2 is 6. Which means what? Which means I understand this is root 3. Now let me rub everything. This was the ratio, right? Now I know the value. Why will I concern about ratio? I know the value. So let's keep this. This is root 3. Okay, so this becomes equal to root 3. So this is also root 3 now. And this becomes equal to what? This is not root 2. This is equal to root 6. So everything is clear to me now. Okay, from the ratio I got the value. So this becomes equal to root 6. Now what is given and what is being asked? Okay, let's see the problem and understand this better. So I know this now. Now I'm being given the time. So I know the formula. Time is equals to distance upon speed. Even when you are not done with time, distance and speed, you know this basic formula. You have learned this in school. So time taken to travel this much of distance is what? 10 minutes. So I'll write it. Time is equals to 10 minutes. What is the distance that is being traveled here? Root 3 minus 1. How do I know this? Because this entire length is root 3. I know that. 45, 45, 90. Triangle, I got the value. And this length is 1. So root 3 minus 1. This is the distance that is being traveled. So distance traveled is root 3 minus 1. What is the speed? Something that I don't know. But it's a uniform speed. From that, I'll get what is the value of speed. Speed is equals to root 3 minus 1 divided by 10. And that's it. Once I get the speed, I'll get the next part as well. So once you know the speed, the problem is almost solved. Okay, now what is being asked? What is the time that is being taken by the car to travel this much of distance? Okay, that is from B to C. So I'll say here again, time is equals to distance upon speed. Okay, you are asking me time, so I'll keep the time there. What is the distance? What is the distance that is being traveled by the car from here to here? That is 1, right? We know that this distance is 1. So I'll write this as 1. What is the speed of the car? We know that root 3 minus 1 divided by 10. So I know the time then. Okay, so let's rub this. Time is equals to distance upon speed. Distance is 1. Speed is something that I already know. So time is equals to distance. Speed is root 3 minus 1 divided by 10. Now this 10 goes at the top. So this becomes time is equals to 10 upon root 3 minus 1. But as you can check it, no option is matching this. So let's rationalize the denominator. Okay, multiplying and dividing the numerator and the denominator by root 3 plus 1. Okay, rationalizing the denominator. So what do you get here? A minus b, a plus b. That is a square minus b square. So 3 minus 1, 2. So I get 10 into root 3 plus 1 divided by 2. This is getting rationalized. Okay, I hope you know this basics of algebra. A plus b, a minus b, a square minus b square. Root 3 the whole square is 3. Minus 1 is 2. 3 minus 1, 2. I get it here. So 2 ones are 2 5s are 5 into square root of 3 plus 1. Okay, that is option number A is my answer to this question. Okay, so ideally such question, if I write a cat, I will do this question in a minute. Okay, not anything more than that. I took so much of time because I wanted you to understand and visualize this. You have to make a simple diagram and you have to understand that this is 1 is to 1 is to 1 is to root 2. Okay, this is 1 is to 2 is to root 3. So 1 is root 3. So this becomes root 3, this becomes root 3. So this distance is root 3 minus 1. This distance is 1. So from this you get the speed. You put the speed here and you get to the time which is being asked to you. Okay, so very simple problem. If you know the properties of 45, 45, 90 and 30, 60, 90. Okay, that should be very clear in your mind, which we did it in the earlier part. Okay, that's why we took time there. Because you pick up any booklet, you pick up any of your reference book, all the problems on heights and distances are being solved by 30, 60, 90 and 45, 45, 90. So if you know the ratio, solving them is very easy.